Looks pretty good, eh? I told my daughter starting tomorrow she has to start calling me Dr. Mom. The only thing better than a room full of entrepreneurs is a room full of Babson grads. I am truly honored to be with you today. President Spinelli, Provost Armani, thank you for the extremely warm welcome, and thank you for your extraordinary leadership at the #2 best college in the United States. And not only is Babson the #2 college, but we also boast the second largest globe in the world. Thank you, esteemed Board of Trustees, esteemed faculty, and in particular, my National Women's Business Council colleague, Dr. Shakina Williams, Executive Director of the Frank and Eileen Center for Women's Entrepreneurial Leadership here at Babson. I'd also like to recognize, and if you could wave for me, all of the parents in the room. Waving. All of the grandparents. Siblings. Friends. Mentors and loved ones. Pretty much everyone. I'd also like to welcome all of those who are watching us via live stream. Your guidance, encouragement, and boundless support lives within each graduate crossing the stage today. Please join me in a warm round of applause. And of course, to the class of 2025, what an accomplishment. Congratulations. Within the next hour, you will join over 46,000 Babson alumni representing 128 countries from around the world. You will be in the ranks of global and diverse entrepreneurial leaders who are united in the belief that we can change the world and the way it works, one entrepreneur at a time. You've learned how to start businesses, buy companies, raise money, balance your books, pitch ideas, and collaborate in teams. You may even have been a member of the Acceleration Club and pitched your startup idea at Shark Night last fall. You understand franchising, family businesses. You've thought hard about how to solve societal challenges. In my favorite sounding class, Moonshot Innovation. As a proud Beaver, supporting over 23 varsity teams, you've made friendships that will nourish you throughout your lives. And now, as you've all learned at Babson, a good pitch is a tight pitch. So in my next 8 minutes, I'm going to pitch you on 3 lessons that have guided my career, ones that I hope will help guide yours. Number 1, be fully present. In a distracted and distracting world, our greatest competitive advantage is being in the moment, the here and now. Today, each of us walks around with a world of information in the palm of our hands. Every company ever started, every book ever written, every video explainer ever recorded, all at our fingertips. Trillions of dollars are spent every year to find a new and innovative way to capture and control our attention, and it works. To counter this, we need to be really intentional and disciplined about how we spend our time and what we let into our minds. This is a realization that I had while leading Blink as a new mom. One morning, an employee asked me how my weekend was. I was already deep into my busy day and stumbled over a cliche like, "Oh, is it only Monday? It's all a blur." The sad part is that I had spent the weekend with my 3-year-old daughter, my email, my phone, and my Slack. A few weeks later, I managed to get a work-free weekend. We spent it watching penguins slip down their slide at the zoo, inspecting ladybugs in the garden, and painting rocks in the backyard picnic table. The following Monday, Not only did I remember what we did, but I remembered in vivid detail. I was clear-headed, I was refreshed, stress-free, and ready for the challenges that would inevitably come my way within the hour. To keep that feeling going, that week I experimented with doing one thing at a time, both physically and mentally, giving everything in front of me my full attention. The positive results were immediate and profound. I could remember more out of each conversation, each meeting, and each day. I learned more about my employees, our clients, and the company than I had in years. People left my office reporting that they felt heard and valued. And I came up with all kinds of new ideas based on what I was now able to hear. In today's world of multitasking and devices, we experience this kind of fully present engagement less and less. Instead of multitasking, it should be called half-tasking, because in reality, that's what's happening. What's worse is by doing this, we're sending a clear message to everyone in the room. They are not our top priority, and we don't respect their time. In many cases, we've simply fallen into habit. Go to a meeting, open our laptop, look at our phone, miss half the conversation. The good news is that anyone can become fully present with practice and discipline. It's also a skill that can help you make wise and balanced decisions. And since your job of an entrepreneur leading a company is to make decisions all day long, and preferably good ones, we need to use everything within our power to lead well. Number 2, embrace the unknown. Here at Babson, you've gained invaluable knowledge and experience, which will guide your decision-making for decades to come. And as you dream up and execute on the next big thing, every once in a while, I encourage you to forget what you've learned at Babson. It's okay, I cleared it with President Spinelli. Because sometimes knowing too much can be a liability and create fear and worry. We may overanalyze why an idea could fail, and in the process, miss the opportunity to trust our gut and take a big leap into the unknown. If I had learned the rules and standards for how to develop an animal sanctuary, right now I'd have a few chickens in my backyard. Instead, I leapt blindly into building fences and shelters that I designed on the back of a napkin. Then I invited goats, sheep, pigs, and within a year, 7 other types of animals to come and live out their retirement on my island property. Did you grow up on a farm, I'm often asked, or have you ever had cows before? To which my standard answer is always no. I grew up in a city with a cat. I had no idea that I was building a platform for experiential learning, to advocate for animal, human, and planet health, and bring such joy to my local community. If I had planned to start a nonprofit for women to share their stories of success and failure in a speaker series designed for girls, there never would have been symphony halls full of them, primarily from underserved neighborhoods, sharing inspirational stories of resilience and possibility thinking that one girl told me was the best day of her life. I was way too busy with my CEO job. There would have been 100 other reasons why it was too hard, too expensive, and not to mention, I had never put on an event before. If I had any idea that I was creating a multi-generational company that would win National Culture Awards, have Fortune 100 clients, 5 offices, hundreds of employees, and 21 years later sell for over $100 million, I would have been way too overwhelmed. I would have said I was way too underqualified and inexperienced to even entertain quitting my new dream job to start a high-tech consulting firm right as the dot-com bubble was bursting, with nothing more than a few bucks, 1 year of work experience, and a fine arts degree under my belt. And while I guarantee your Babson education will serve you well and was worth every single penny, make sure to leave space in your ideas to take you on a journey into the unknown. And lastly, number 3, be excited. After you walk across the stage, each of you will set out on your own unique journey. And whatever trail you blaze, I can promise you this, it will be hard work. 12-hour days, 7 days a week, and a to-do list that only grows with the stress levels to match. To keep moving forward, it's critical that you like what you're doing, even better if you love it. Don't wait, though, to find your passion. Passion is a big word and can create a lot of pressure, intimidation, and missed opportunities. So I encourage you all to start small, using what excites you as your gut check. And if you find you're not excited, have the courage to walk away. Embrace your ability to pivot and stay nimble, trying the next idea that appears before you. Today, you're graduating into an unsettled and uncertain world. It's hard to predict what's going to happen next week, let alone next year. But there's one prediction that I can make with absolute certainty. You are all ready for anything. At Babson, you've learned more than case studies and cap tables. You've learned resilience, determination, empathy, and creativity. And you have adopted a mindset that says, I will make something out of nothing. I will bet on myself. I will lead differently. I will not wait for permission to make real change. In closing, I hope you remember these few things. Walk with your eyes open and your head up. Be excited about what lies ahead and be ready to receive it. Be bold and have the courage to see with your own eyes and feel with your own heart. Our future is in your hands, and I couldn't be more excited. Thank you and congratulations, class of 2025.